Sweet, sweet kiss our little. Now for go along, yeah. Sweet, sweet kiss our little. Now for go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power is fine, oh. It can make you heavy. It's just like a brook, you know. It's way to capsize. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go along. Human being can eat it. Or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver. Kiss our liver. Oh, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go along. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. You take it from Mary today, oh, mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, oh, by your fine, may in your favor. Well, people do to you, you got to cry. Hard enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. Hard time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I have. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Kiss our liver. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, where the rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. You take it from Mary today, oh, Mary will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Hey. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, power is fine, oh, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crook, you know, a way to capsize. Kesawalia, Kesawalia, mama, no for go alone. When I pray for long fellow, he always pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow, my people. Sweet, sweet Kesawalia, no for go alone. That's enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time, papa. Time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I had. I'm about the way, never where my way gone. Be living your woe, I'm about the way. Go along, yeah. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver. Now go along. You take it from Peter today, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh. Whether rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Fine, power, you find out. It can make you heavy. It's just like a volcano. It's way to capsize. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go alone. You might be can eat it. Or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver. Kiss our liver. Oh, sweet kiss our liver. Not for go alone. You take it from Peter today, or Paul will take it from you tomorrow, Mama. You take it from me today, or Mother will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, oh, by your fine, may your favor. Well, people do to you, you going to cry. Had enough for one person, oh, it's a matter of time. Our time is a lesson, yeah, brother, this I have. Sweet, sweet kiss our liver, not for go alone, mama. Human being can eat it, oh, the deer can eat it. Kiss our liver. Sweet, sweet is our liver, not for go alone. Human beings can eat it, or a creature eat it too. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for long life. As long as they living, the better we grow. You take it from me right today, oh, Mary will take it from you tomorrow, Mama. Hey. You take it from Peter today, oh, Paul will take it from you tomorrow. Fine, power is found, it can make you heavy. Looking like a crooked, no, a way to capsize. Go alone, yeah.
And so, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on location where you're watching us from. This evening, I'd like to say welcome to today's edition of the Heat Hour program here on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. Of course, today is the 12th of September 2025. Folks, welcome this evening to BKS TV. Tell us where you're watching us from this evening, your name, your location, where you're watching us from this evening. Please help us to share the show with somebody or invite somebody to listen alongside you this evening. On the Hita, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullet. In today's edition of the show, we will be hosting Mr. Madison J. Lamy, acting Chief Special Investigation at the Liberia National Police. And of course, today we're going to be discussing the enactment of the Liberia Cybercrime Act of 2021. We're going to be discussing that here this evening on the show. But let's recognize some of our followers. Bill Carwin watching us this evening. He say, "No more." Thank you for playing this music. Thank you, Bill, and thank you for following us too as well. Prince Wise also watching the show this evening from Ganta City, Nima County. Prince says, "I'm watching from Ganta City, Nima County, a proud sedition." Prince, good evening. Welcome to the show this evening. It's 10 minutes or 11 minutes past 8 o'clock in Liberia. If you're just joining us, you listening to the Heat Tower here on BKS TV. On the Heat Tower, we say dialogue and not confrontation. We say words and not bullets. In today's edition of the show, we will be hosting Mr. Madison J. Lamin, IT Chief Special Investigator at the Liberia National Police, and we'll be discussing the indictment of Liberia Cybercrime Act of 2021. Tokba Kwano following us this evening from Ivory Coast. As always, Tokba, welcome to the show this evening. Please help us to share the show with somebody and let somebody share it with another person. And let's have a wonderful, wonderful conversation here. Update on Mr. Fube or Fode Johnson case. Fode Johnson was recently arrested for armed robbery. I in Monrovia, he was arrested for armed robbery, according to allegedly he went in a bank to arm rob. But an update from there says the court orders mental evaluation for armed robbery suspect Fode Johnson amid mental health claims. Criminal Court A at the Temple of Justice has ordered a mental health capacity evaluation for Fode Emery Johnson, the defendant accused in the armed robbery at EcoBank, Liberia. The ruling follows a motion filed by Johnson legal team citing ongoing treatment and medical records that suggest serious mental condition. Uh, the man will be going for some checkup, medical checkup. So, DK White, good evening and welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, boss man?
When you signing that, then you come across trouble. What's up? What do we have today?
Yeah, we are patiently awaiting our guests to join us. As you know, today we will be hosting one of the law enforcer in Liberia, Mr. Madison J. Lamin, acting chief special investigation at the Liberia National Police. And of course, we're going to be discussing cybercrime, the indictment of the cyber law.
Yeah, don't put a man in whole lot of things that his bosses have now authorized. So they focus on on minor issue that they were. Oh yeah, before they say the man come for our show and they fire him. Yeah.
You can sit down here to cause problem, huh? Yeah, you can sit down on the show to be causing problem. But Chief, what's up, man? What's on your mind, Chief? TK, are you there? Yeah, I think DK network is giving some problem. But again, we will be here tonight bringing you all of the happenings
Issue
around.
But generally, what's up? What's up with his representative elect certification?
So the case is still ongoing, as we are told. The case is still ongoing, and I don't know when that case will finish. But we are told that they have a case. There is a case between Mandy Wogba and the National Election Commission at the Supreme Court. That's why they haven't certificated him yet. But we are still following up on the issues, and hopefully we'll be able to discuss it here. Our guest is already in the bag, TK. Let's bring him on. Good evening, Mr. Madison. How you doing this evening, Chief? Can you please unmute your mic? We're not hearing you.
You came to address
Hello.
to deliver a cybercrime. You don't know how to unmute yourself.
Are you hearing me?
Welcome. Yeah, we are hearing
Yes.
you now. Welcome to the show. How you doing, Chief?
I think I'll use my phone.
Are you not hearing
Yes.
us?
The voice is so low. I don't know. Let me see.
Check your computer volume, or you can
Okay,
use
okay,
the
okay. I
phone.
think I'm getting you now.
Okay, great. How you doing this evening, Chief?
Well, I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm managing myself.
It's great having you on the show here, Vic Sealing. Let's begin the conversation with who you are, your name, where you're from, and a bit about your educational background and where you serve currently.
So, well, thank you for the opportunity. I don't know if I'm clear. Okay. Thank you for
DK,
the
please mute
opportunity.
yourself, DK. I beg you.
Am I clear?
Yes, you are clear.
All right. So, thank you for the opportunity. My
You
name is
hear me?
Madison.
Yes.
My name is
Go ahead.
Madison Lamy,
Mhm.
and I hail from Nima County, precisely in District 7. I'm from Louis, right beyond Secretary, the second time before reaching P2, is
Mhm.
where I started my primary education from. And later on, I came to Morovia and I graduated from the Wright International Christian Academy in 2005, 2006. And I also acquired a C certificate in primary education from Zozo Rural Teacher Institute, ZRTTI. I hold 2 bachelor degrees. One is in criminal justice with emphasis in sociology, and another one is in sociology with emphasis in public administration. And I also earned a master's degree in education from Huzhou University in the People's Republic of China. I've been in the classroom for quite a while, teaching Lalo High School, and I serve in separate capacity, in different capacity at the level of Liberian National Police. When I first graduated in 2016, I was opportune to serve as the head of the Crime Services Department at the Zone. There was Zone 8 Depot 2 SKD complex. That was from 2008 to 2019 when I traveled out of Liberia to pursue my master in China.
Mhm.
Upon my return to Liberia, I served as the Deputy Chief of General Investigation at the Crime Services Department. And about a month ago, I was appointed to serve as the Chief of Special Investigation Unit, which is SIU. That is a position presently occupies. And I'm also a criminal justice lecturer at the African Methodist Episcopal University, AMEU. And when I was in China, I also served as the head of the judiciary branch of the Liberian Student Union in China. So in terms of my little credential and my experience, that is what I've done, and that is what I've also acquired.
Thank you very much. It's good having you on the show here this evening.
Yes, it is a pleasure for me to be here, and I've been following the show. So I'm sincerely grateful to be here today to share my thoughts regarding issue that has to do with cybercrime.
Great. Now, then I want us to go strictly to the topic because it's a little bit broad. Many people will not know about what cybercrime is. Just give us a little overview of what cybercrime is, and why do you think it is important for people to obey cybercrime?
So, firstly, let me define what is a cybercrime. A cybercrime is a crime that is committed where the suspect or the perpetrator will use internet, computer, and other mobile devices to carry out the crime. So a cybercrime is committed where the perpetrator or the suspect will use either a mobile device or will use computer, or that individual will use either a malicious software to perpetrate said acts. But then it is important because I really never knew that Liberia does not have a cybercrime law, because when I joined the Liberian National Police in 2016, I done a lot of investigation, but I never heard about anything that had to do with cybercrime. But then early this year, I was fortunate to travel to Japan, Tokyo, Japan, to represent Liberia on an international criminal investigation. So while in Japan, 8 countries were represented, 8 countries and 10 participants. So we normally used to like discuss about a particular topic. Before we discuss the topic, like tomorrow, our panelists will give us the topic along with our supervisors or course coordinators. Then we will go and make research on that as to how maybe if that drug trafficking, how that are being investigated in your country, what are some of the strategies you've been using or you've been using in your country, and the techniques, and what are the challenges, the progress, how can you learn from your other colleagues from other countries so that you can improve your investigative skills. But then when we reach to cybercrime, I try to do research to see whether Liberia has a functional cybercrime law. But my research revealed that Liberia is the only country in the sub-region without a functional cybercrime law. Even all the 8 countries that went in Japan, Liberia was the only country without a cybercrime law. So I was like, wow. I tried to do a further research to see whether we have a bill. So I realized that in 2021, there was a bill formulated by the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication regarding Liberia's cybercrime law. But then since 2021 up to present, that bill has not been passed into law. When I did further research, it also revealed that there are Liberians who have been doing research regarding cybercrime. There are 2 professors from Maryland University who did research in 2021. And our research title was Evaluating Liberia's Cybercrime Acts Against International Best Standard. And then that research was done and the recommendations are available. There are 2 counselors, Councillor Bono and Councillor Dillon, also conduct a research regarding the challenges faced with Liberian cybercrime. 2 Liberians. And the research are also, the findings are also available. Then I asked myself, if we have a bill from 2021 up to present, and the bill has not been passed, what is the reason for which the bill has not been passed? It also revealed to me that the cybercrime act that was formulated by Ministry of Post and Telecommunication in 2021, it never met international best standard, meaning a Budapest conference. Because in 2021, there was a Budapest conference where European countries, most of the countries around the world, they sampled there, and then they formed a policy as to a policy where one country will follow to be able to enact a cybercrime act into law. But apparently, when we were doing that enactment, we did not carefully follow the Budapest conference because some of the offenses were not clearly defined in our cybercrime act. And some of the offenses were also left out. So it was predicated upon that the act has not been passed into law. So while in Japan, I told my coordinator that I was going to prepare my action plan so that if I get back to my country to engage policymakers, and stakeholders so that we can review and revise and pass the Cybercrime Act into law. Because Liberia is the only country in the sub-region without a cybercrime law. And if you look at globalization today, cybercrime is part of the transnational crimes. Somebody sit in America and commit a cybercrime right in Liberia. Somebody can sit in Guinea and commit a cybercrime right in Liberia. So the fact that Liberia is the only country in the sub-region without a functional cybercrime law, it means our citizens are at risk. So when I came back to the country, I've done a lot of communications and I've been doing media engagement, moving from one country to another country, so that we make sure we talk to our policymaker so that they can pass, review, and pass the Cybercrime Act into law. There are a lot of cybercrime offenses. In 2016, for instance, Liberia experienced the very first cyber offense, Lone Star Cell. There was the British guy called Daniel Kite. Daniel Kite is an international hacker. Daniel Kite was hired, and Daniel Kite carried on what we call distributed service denial in 2016 on Lone Star Cell. Lone Star Cell network have problems for almost a couple of days or two. And when not only Liberia alone that experienced that particular cyber attack, Germany, the same guy, carried on a same cyber attack in Germany. He was arrested and extradited in Germany. In 2023, I think we're in 2024, we have the smart AI in Liberia. Well, like a lot of Liberians lost their money. They were paying out money on mobile money. You have to deposit the amount, then they give you this. That cybercrime was committed against a lot of Liberians here. At the end of the day, we were not able to investigate and even hold the service provider accountable in that there is no law. Let me give you one practical example. In Philippines, there was this guy, they call him O'Neil de Guzman. O'Neil de Guzman had loved internet so much, I love information technology, so he decided to do information IT. But while he was going to school, he dropped from school. But then in 2000, he decided to create a software to be able to collect free data. O'Neil created a malicious and dangerous software, virus. That virus damaged a lot of company data, government data, even other private citizen data. Government was so angry they arrested O'Neil de Guzman to prosecute O'Neil. In May, O'Neil was arrested and taken to custody for investigation. They told him to go for indictment. They could have to dismiss the case on ground, but then Philippines had not developed a cybercrime law, so there was no instrument to hold O'Neil accountable. Immediately, Philippines constituted a committee to do a report so that government can make sure to have a bill and add that into law. The committee was constituted and they carried out their report. They made several recommendations. Some of the recommendations back then when they said Philippines should formulate a bill, and that bill must be passed into law immediately. Cybercrime bill should be formulated, and then that bill should be passed into law immediately. Before it passed into law, they should make sure that that bill meets international standard. It was one of the recommendations that the committee came up with. Additionally, the committee also provided that there should be a special agency created by the government of Philippines to be able to monitor and regulate cyber activity in Philippines. That is what they told government. They also, in their recommendation, they provided that adequate resources should be provided to law enforcement agencies to be able to acquire the tools, necessary tools that will equip them to investigate cyber offenses. So today in Philippines, they have a functional cybercrime law.
Now let me step in a little bit. How prepared are we? When I say we, I'm speaking of Liberia. How prepared are we to enact cybercrime law? Because you know this is happening on internet, and many people in Liberia do not have access to internet. Look at the people from Glazopia in Nima County, for example. Maybe somebody is sitting in Glazopia have experienced what we call cybercrime. But how prepared are we from your aspect of study or where you've been serving as an investigator? How prepared do you think Liberia is right now to enact cybercrime law and to fight against cybercrime in Liberia?
So for me, I believe we are prepared. Because when I came back to the country and embarked on this, I realized that there are 4 Liberians right now at the level of the Liberian, at the level of the Crime Services Department, who are going for cybercrime training in KVEP and in America. I also created a group that all of us are in our group. This question is, you are not the first person to ask me this question. We need to look for money and make sure and pass it and make sure and train people to have this. Because criminal they're not asking you whether your country is prepared or not before they commit crime on your citizen or against your citizen. When the smart AI happened in 2024, a cyber criminal never asked whether Liberia were prepared. Because crime is desire plus opportunity. Criminal have a desire to commit crime. If we don't give them the desire, if we don't give them the opportunity, crime will not be committed. So the fact that we don't have a functional cybercrime law in a sub-region, it means the opportunity is already available for them. So I believe we are prepared. I've been engaging a lot of policy makers. The first time I appeared on Truth FM, somebody called me on Honorable Koka office. And he said to me, Honorable Koka, I want to talk to you. I done a lot of communication. Even the Minister of Post and Telecommunication, I wrote him and told him, this act emanated from your ministry. Where are we? I wrote Financial Intelligence Unit, FIE, because cybercrime is a financial crime. It was only FIE who acknowledged my communication. I wrote Senator Dara DeLong. I wrote Senator Sarah Momo, who is the chairman on national security. I told him the issue that has to do with cybercrime is urgent, and let's see this as an emergency. But again, it's not something I can give up as a citizen. So for me, when you ask me how prepared are we, I believe we are prepared. If we don't take it as gravities, we will attach seriousness to it. But
the reason why I'm asking you this question is because of the recent smart AI saga that occurred in Liberia. You know, cybercrime. I don't know how it actually operates, but then companies. I mean, telecom companies in Liberia couldn't identify, who were those actors behind smart AI. That's what I'm asking you. How
It was
prepared
not
is
that.
the area?
It was not that they were not identified.
Were they
They were
identified?
identified, but there was no instrument to hold them. Like, for example, the GSM company, because the people use Lone Star mobile money or Orange mobile money
Mhm,
to do the transaction.
mhm.
There was no clear instrument because every law, every crime has its own element. Every crime has its own element. So the crime that was committed, if there is no law to hold them accountable, how do you hold them accountable? The people came to Central, they were investigated, but there was no clear law to hold them accountable. If we had law, the service provider, you think they were going today, they went with impunity because there is no law. They provided a platform to the cyber criminal who perpetrated the act. Nowadays, hacking is simple in Liberia. Somebody can hack your account. Let me give you some practical example. We have received several cases from a party chairman or Unity Party. Somebody have gone and created a fake account with his name, a photo, everything, and call people, oh, we have this job at the port. That has to do with controller. We set all the team, but then the controller position is vacant. But then that party issue now, we have to talk to one or two person from the party, then we'll be able to see whether we can give you the job. But your name was given to us by somebody, and and they cajole the person on social media. And the people some of them sold their house. Yeah, a lot of cyber offenses or cyber crime that's happening in Liberia on a day-to-day basis. Check the few days, there's another one that we are investigating, a guy who had a master's degree from India. He had come to the country, somebody had purported himself to be Mr. Tabe. The person had taken 2,500 United States dollars from him on the same scheme on social media. You know and I know. Today, people believe that cybercrime is only limited to hacking. No. Ransom. When I went to Japan, I realized that one of the biggest hospitals in Japan, cyber criminal ransom that hospital for 1 week, they destabilized the entire system. The system was not able to function for over 1 week. More than 30 patients died. When they investigate with all, Japan is one of the sophisticated countries. The main head of that cyber criminal was in China and has some of a men in Japan. Is with the way Japan sophisticated, ransom can make Japan to even for them to even lose over 30 patients or 30 of their citizens. They have a Liberia where we are not sophisticated when it comes to technology. My brother, I am a lecturer, I am a criminal justice lecturer. I know about globalization when it comes to crime. Globalization got a bad side and a good side. Today, I sitting on your platform here, I'm in my office, it's because of globalization. Somebody can sit here and commit crime in La Paz, in Loi, in Glaisopie, in Loguatu. So, if our brother and sister are leaving the country and going to where technology is now the order of the day and graduating with different credentials and coming to a country like Liberia, think about
You,
it.
you you said you've been reaching out to other people. You've been reaching out to different people. tell us what have been their responses to you, especially our legislators that you've been reaching out to. What are their responses?
I not receive any response from any of them. All of the communication that I have done, only one person acknowledged my communication, FIE.
So
I told you how I'm written the Protein Pro. I wrote Senator Dillon. I wrote Senator Sarah Momo. I wrote Senator Francis Dopo, who is the chairman on Post and Telecommunication. I wrote the Minister of Commerce, because we can do online transactions. There should be protection for service provider and customer. There should be law protecting us. I wrote them. I did not receive a single response or reply from any of them. But again, I will not give up. Few months back, I was in Lofa. I visited Lofa University.
Now, you know, going around, going to citizen is very important, because they need to know what cybercrime is and how Liberia is at risk of cybercrime. Now, the major people to liaise around with the lawmakers, those that make the law or those that enact the law in Liberia. Is there any means that the Liberian National Police, as an entity, based on the numerous cases you guys have investigated, is there any means that Liberian National Police can write the 55th legislature to be able to enact cybercrime law?
My director is concerned. My director is concerned. When I came from JP, I wrote it, and immediately to a special assistant wanted to see me. And we had some brief conversation, but she really, really concerned about it. Last week, it was this week, our own EFBC, we had brief conversation about it too. So he is concerned because we are responsible to protect life and property. When our citizens are continually victimized, it becomes a concern of the police. And that is a concern of my director. That is a concern of the Deputy Inspector General of General Crime Service, Simeon Frank. And
now that you have written some lawmakers, they are not responding to you. What is the way forward?
We will keep engaging, even though I have not received response from the communication I sent. But guess what? When I wrote FIE, they acknowledged my communication, and the OIC told me, yes, they went for a public hearing regarding the Cybercrime Act. And then the public hearing was ongoing. I said, oh, they mean we are on course. So there have been a public hearing in the law. It is act that it's in a committee room. But how long will it stay in a committee room? From 2021. What are we waiting for to keep holding this particular act in the committee room from 2021 up to 2025? Is it that we are waiting for a bigger SMIA Act to happen? Is it that we are waiting for a bigger distribution of service denial that happened to Lone Star a few months or in 2016 to happen again before we pass it? What are we waiting for? What are we waiting for? We have smart lawyer here. There's no perfect law, my brother. If we pass that and want to have error, that way we can review the law. We can revise the law. Let me tell you, the penal law that we operate, the one we use to charge suspect or criminal or perpetrator, Liberia was formulated in 1978. In 1978, there was nothing called cybercrime. So if you turn the penal law upside down, you will not see anything there regarding cybercrime. The issue that has to do with computer crime, internet crime, it came to existence beginning in 1994. So from 1978, 1994, all of your neighboring countries have a cybercrime law.
Because that's where I was coming. The 1978 Penal Code of Liberia it has no penalty in there for cyber crimes. So if there will be an act that will establish cyber law in Liberia, that will also call for the penal code to be amended. So
Yes, so
who are you calling? Who are you calling to join you in this fight? Because it's a national issue.
So from what I saw, they don't want to put the Cybercrime Act or the law directly under the penal law. They want
Okay.
to create a separate law. So even in other countries, the penal law is different from the cybercrime law. They got data protection law. They got even commerce law. They got cyber, because there's some data in Liberia. It now need to be exposed to an unauthorized person. So the cybercrime law in Liberia, from the local team, it will not be under the penal law. But police will also use that cybercrime law along with the penal law. They will use it along with the penal law. So I'm not into it alone. I'm into it with my institution. And I'm also talking with well-meaning Liberians to join me in this fight. Like my motto, I can say, Liberia Cybercrime Act is everybody, cybercrime law is everybody's business. You will not understand when you are not a victim. You will not understand how painful it is when you are not a victim. Liberia
Now that Liberia has now enacted a cybercrime law, what can we do as citizens to prevent ourselves from being victim of cybercrime?
So there are a lot of measures. There are so many measures. In the first place, you have to know who you interacting with on social media. Even through your email, you have to know who you interacting with. You have to know who you interacting with. There are a lot of cyber offenses. Hacking. Before somebody even hack your account, I know you and the person will have a conversation, and you yourself will either send your password or your phone number to the person. Because the person will pretend and be using different names and making sure and convincing you. So there are several ways that we can prevent ourselves. And that is how I've been continuously engaging our citizens. Be sure the kind of security you use on your internet, on your mobile devices, you have to use an updated security that somebody can easily have access to your password. You have to improve your security setting. Even if you are having a conversation with somebody, you have to be careful and do due diligence. Do due diligence. Whether it's for scholarship purpose, whether somebody is after you for relationship, be careful. Some of the ones we encounter as our sister are the one who mostly victim or recent. They will get in relationship with somebody. At the end of the day, the person will start demanding on you go, babe, you got to use camera, you'll be doing this stuff. Somebody said naked photo and those stuff. Sometimes the person will use that and demand money from our sisters. Let me give you one practical example that we have some time back. This guy and the lady were in relationship in Liberia. They got trouble. When he traveled, he and the lady started their online relationship. When in the bedroom, you will put camera on yourself, the same thing, the woman will do the same thing. At some point, the lady will be asked, or the man will say, send me your naked photo, the same thing with the lady. So I said it, and the lady told the guy that, oh, I'm in relationship and I'm about to get married. The guy said, that is not true. If you try it, I'm going to expose your naked video on social media. The guy said, I'm sorry, I beg you. Whatever video we have for each other, they can't delete it. The guy said, in fact, I come into Liberia. He came to Liberia, he demanded lady should go to him. They said, no, I'm no longer interested. He said, if you try, I'm coming to send I'm about to send your video on the social media. The lady was coerced. She had to go to the guy. The guy had to do something with the lady. 2 weeks later, he called the lady. He said, I want $50 US. He had to send it. He can't send your naked photo on social media. They said, if I don't have money, but I only have $20, the guy said he had to reach that money up to $50. Anything on the contrary, I'm going to send it on social media. She had to go and credit additional money from a friend to just send $50 to the guy. 2 days later, another street person called the lady. Somebody has sent me your naked photo, and then if you can't come to me today, and I'm going to, either you come or he said, $30 US. The lady said, no, I will write him a test. I will not be able to come. See, if you can't come, you must have to have something to do. It means I'm going to send it on social media. The lady got afraid. She had to even go and credit money against him to the other person. You see the cyber harassment. You see the cyber harassment. These are many other our sister can go through. Few months back, I saw Ruston in the former representative of District Number 4. She was crying for cyberbullying. She was crying for cyberbullying on social media. She was crying on Ghana because there is no law. Even if she is just disenchanted and dissatisfied, where will she go when there is no law to hold the cyber criminal accountable in Liberia? Several months ago, I saw a disclaimer on Senator Barney Page. People have gone and created 4 accounts using Senator Jim Barney name and whatever information and taking money from people in the New York Senator Jim Barney. He have to come on social media and write a disclaimer that page, those pages, he was not aware. You see those cyber offenses. A few months ago, again, the vice president of the Republic of Liberia was complaining that people has gone and created fake account, taking money from people in it. Sorry, my internet got disconnected. You see what is happening? You see what is happening in Liberia? You see what is happening? Let's assume that we have a situation where our 2 GSM companies will be ransomed simultaneously. How do we survive? Let's see what happened. God forbid, Ministry of Finance, the system, cyber criminal ransom aid in a mountain. You know what will happen to us? What if, God forbid, Central Bank or Liberia, cyber criminal ransom the Central Bank and the system not functioning? You know what will happen to us as a country? What are we waiting for? Are we waiting for a bigger smart AI to happen? Why are we not taking it as a priority? Why are we reneging on this? For me, it is about my country. And I'm doing it with my all. I'm doing it with my all. And with this, it's not about me as an individual, but somebody somewhere that related to me. Someone will commit a cyber crime against that person. And as a police officer, it's my responsibility. I feel hurt when someone commit crime and go with impunity. It is our responsibility as a police officers to protect life and property. In a case where no law, it means those who will commit a crime will continually go with impunity. That's the reason why I'm saying it today. They take this as a wake-up call. They take this time to say this is an emergency situation. QNet. QNet is one of the popular cyber issues in Liberia. Somebody they will have some photo that they live in Canada. At the end of the day, they will deceive and exploit people. Follow. A lot is happening in the cyberspace.
Definitely. We this is a national call, and those of you listening to us right now, I think all of us need to join the fight. All of us needs to join this advocacy that cyber law be established in Liberia. For God's sake, this is a 21st century that we're living in. We cannot be living in the 21st century as a country, and we do not have any other cyber law. I believe in the advocacy you are carrying on, Mr. Madison. I believe in that, and we're going to join you in the advocacy that Liberia be able to establish or enact cyber law in the country. But finally, before we take leave of you, what are the way forward? Those that are listening to you right now, what are your call to them?
So, like I said earlier, this is cybercrime law is everybody's business or everyone's business.
Mm-hmm.
Please reach out to your lawmaker. Reach out to policymaker. Please reach out to your community. Talk to them. Tell them we are in an emergency time. This is urgent. We already have the act. We just need to review. We just need to revise it. We just need to follow the recommendations that we have. No perfect law. Even the penal law we have in 1978, who told you we have a perfect penal law here today? But we have to review, we have to revise, we have to put a mechanism into place to be able to monitor. The place that we have challenges, we can rectify those challenges. Liberia has a lot of legal minds. They have professional people. We have experts when it comes to that. Let's come together. Our lawmaker, the Cybercrime Act is in the committee room. We expect for the committee chair to see it as an emergency call. Minister of Post and Telecommunication, this particular act was formulated by your predecessor. Where are we today? Our cyberspace is so vulnerable. They help us, like your telecommunication. Where are we today? What are we waiting for? I just want to say, I'm appealing to every policymaker. I'm appealing to everyone. Can you add your voice to me and to all of you who are carrying out this message? Then make sure we review, we revise, and pass this Cybercrime Act into law. We have professional people. I have one big brother in China who do a PhD. You will be in Liberia soon in cybersecurity. Some of the information today, I reached out to him and we brainstorm. We don't have deficit when it comes to what we call education, or we don't have deficit when it comes to brain. We have people who already have education when it comes to cybercrime in Liberia. Please join me in this fight. Society will remember you if you have a functional cybercrime law tomorrow. You will be recognized. Can you join me in this? Policy maker, I want for you to take it as your own. Today, you may not be victimized or you may not be victim, but you don't know tomorrow your relative or any of your close associates will be victim of cybercrime. Today, the issue that has to do with distributed service denial in 2016, when happened to Lone Star Cell, it affected everyone, including myself. We don't know in the next 24 hours what will happen to us. We don't know the plan of the plan the cyber criminal has against us. So my parting comment, I think my parting comment now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so I want to say I'm sincerely grateful to your platform, and I look forward for us to work together to see how we can make the dreams to come to reality. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thanks to DK Way, who also swiftly respond to me. And I'm also grateful to the particular platform. I mean, affording me the kind of time to come and disseminate this information. I'm sincerely honored. So in the coming week, I try to see whether I can go in a county, and by the grace of God, I plan to meet some media institution in Bon County, Magibi, Nima, to also disseminate the information and also talk to our people to engage our policy maker so that we can have a functional cybercrime law in Liberia. Thank you for the opportunity. I'm sincerely honored.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Badisi. Thank you for being here tonight. And I can give you my word on behalf of this platform. We'll do it our duty every day that we appear here. We're going to call on our lawmakers to see how best they can add this cybercrime law. And those of whom that we have connection with too, we will also reach out to them to be able to talk so that this law can be enacted. Because like you said here tonight, it is very, very important. Cyberbullying can lead to somebody killing themselves. It's bad. It's bad. There are people that have been victim of cyberbullying. There are people that have been victim of cybercrime. All of the three major types of cybercrime occurs in Liberia, if not on a daily basis, but on a monthly basis. It will occur in Liberia, and there are no other punishment for that. But again, thank you for being here tonight, Mr. Madison. We will reach
Thank you
out to
so
you.
kind.
We'll reach
Thank
out to
you.
you to be appearing here as always.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. That was the voice of Madison J. Lamy. Madison J. Lamy is an investigator at the Liberia National Police in Liberia, calling on the government of Liberia to enact cyber crimes law in Liberia. According to him, Liberia had a document in 2021, but that document didn't meet international standards, so it wasn't enacted. But this time around, he's calling on the government to see how best she can be able to go back to the document, uh, maybe do some editing within the documents, and then enact the law in Liberia. Again, folks, we'd like to say thank you if you're just joining us. You're listening to the Heat Hour here tonight on BKS TV. On the Heat Hour, we say dialogue and our confrontation. We say words and not bullets. We will be going for this break. When we come back, we will dive strictly into our next discussion here tonight. But again, breaking news, the University of Liberia Board of Trustees has reaffirmed its 2024 decision to suspend all political activities following violent clashes on Capitol Hill and the Fender campuses from September 1 and September 11, 2025. So the board directed the administration to suspend involved students, set up a disciplinary committee, resume classes, continue faculty negotiation, and begin urgent renovation of the campus. We will be discussing this here tonight on the show. Do you think this is a good idea to suspend all student political activities on the campuses? And what are your calls to the students? Because I know as this new break here tonight, tomorrow they might be planning something else. But let's go by this break. When we come back, my brother Chris Silly is already in the back We'll be bringing Chris on so that we can have a wonderful, wonderful conversation here tonight. The District League in Nima resumes tomorrow. We are trying to lay our hands on the fixture to tell you which team is playing which team in the opening match tomorrow and what are the group in various, what are the districts in various groups. But let's go for this break. This is the mass dancer from Nyobutuo Town, Nema County. Just so you know, I got permission before playing this on the show, so I beg you don't go to drag me in the comment section. Tukba Kwadu following us on Ivory Coast. Tukba would like to say welcome to the show this evening, my brother. Bill Canway too also following us from Tapeta City, Nema County. Bill, how you doing? Siliki Tori, as always, Siliki is here. Gompu, where you watching us from Minneapolis, a proud son of Nima County. Gompu Way, welcome to the show this evening. How you doing, Chief? Mohammed NZ Dolie says what we are watching from Minnesota. Mohammed, good evening and welcome to the show this evening. But let's go for this break. We will be right back.
Don't worry. No, I'll fire. I think it's crazy. Yeah. Programa, don't worry. No, I'll fire. I think it's crazy. Yeah. Programa,
You take it from Peter to Theo, Paul will take it from you tomorrow, mama. Sweet, sweet, living is sweet, oh, whether rich or poor. Why not pray for a long fellow? He can pray for a long life. As long as they live, you know, the better we grow. Power is fun, oh, it can make you heavy. It's just like a volcano, it way to capsize. Sweet, sweet, kiss our liver. Not for go alone. He might be can eat it, or a picture can eat it. Kiss our liver, kiss our.
Sweet, sweet Kisawali and have a God alone. Human being can eat it, and other creatures too can eat it. Go to all can eat Kisawali. Chris, good evening and welcome to the show this evening, Chief. How you doing?
I'm okay, Gian. How's your end?
Yeah, I'm doing great from my end, and it's good having you on here once again, brother.
Thank you, and thank you for the show.
Thank you. So just tonight, OKFM posted an update that the University of Liberia Board of Trustees has reaffirmed their 2024 decision to suspend all student political activities following violent clashes on the university campuses, both the main campus and the Finna campus, September 1 and September 11, 2025. What say you on this decision?
Dion, I will look at it from two different perspectives. And the first one would be it's a welcoming information. But on the other hand, along the institution is offering political science, the students have to practice or practice what they have been taught. So looking at it, suspending political activity at the University of Liberia, two campuses, is a good thing. But on the other hand, too, that is school thing, the consideration that offering political science. And some of these things that those students or the student grouping have been speaking about, it has to do with the students, the interest of the institution, the renovation of the civil of the campus. You look at the campus, they look at those buildings. It is the wrong thing for the student advocate, I think we say no. But again, on the other hand, it's trying to last within the hands of the authority. And I think that they wants to seduce those students and the activists on the campus. I think what the board should have done, what the board of trustees should have done, to invite those student leaders and sit with them, give them guidelines what to be done. But suspending student politics at the same when you avoid the way you open political science, I don't think it was a good decision for the board of trustees.
So, do you think this is the way the student politics have been run on the campuses? Do you think it's the right way they are doing it? Because the recent one that just happened September 11, there were properties destroyed.
Jim, this issue it started way back, and I think it was introduced by those progressive people, the Moja and other people. They brought those students stuff at the University of Liberia campus. If you check the record way back, and through the letter of that, you will see people who are raised from that institution. Gafwan came from the
Mhm.
student background. You look at Sama 12, they came from the student background. And the list goes on. Most of the top guys you see today in politics, on the national scene, is what they came from the student background, from the student politics. So you look at 1980 and 1998, the 2001, 2010, or 2010, the present, all of the top political actors you see today in our society is where they came from the student background. So it has been a taboo, it has been a tradition at the civil university. Before you get to the national scene, you're part to run and fight the student politics. Yeah. So you will keep seeing this happening in our society. The only thing I think when those students, whenever they bring up their plot, the leadership and the ceremony to be able to say with those students to catalog what they should have done and their request. If you can't do 100%, if you can do 70%, 80%, I think you'll be better. But in knowing their plot is where the problem coming from today. Yeah.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you so much. One of the major discussion here tonight. The other panelists are not here, but the issue of the U.S. rate in Liberia. Today, I follow a couple of interviews from different platforms. Spawn TV did an interview in Sekle PA, and many of the citizens are complaining that the U.S. rate have dropped massively, but the prices of goods, the prices of commodities in the market remain constant. One of the pressing interview was the president said, before when they go to buy things like burger rice, they charge them in US dollars. Now when they carry US dollars, they no longer accept the US dollars. They charge them in liberty. They tell them that pay this money and that's the price. Do you take United States dollars? Yes, but with this rate. The president said they said the bag of rice is $14. But when I went to buy the bag of rice and I told them I have $14, they said no, they can't take $14 until I give them 2,800 or I gave the 2,800 equivalents in United States dollars. What is going on, Chris? Why is it that the
I'm
price of USD have dropped and the price of commodities remain the same?
I think what the government should have done is to restrict the price for the US rate first before reducing those prices. You cannot reduce those prices, then the US rate is dropping below. But the commodity prices still the same. I'm thinking that the business community stealing from Liberian people, not just the government. I will not say blame the government on this. But the business community, they are stealing from Liberian people, and I think that the government needs to step in, Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Commerce. They have to do what is to do right now to control the US rate, the prices in this country, because you cannot take the US rate drop to 190. Now, when I used to buy like for 4,500, it still remains the same price, right? So it's a mature way of stealing from the ordinary people. So I think the business community, they are the cause of the issue in this stealing from the Liberian people. And I will call on Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Commerce to step in so they can be able to curtail this thing. Because if that happens, I see chaos. I see citizens and business community going local head a couple of days or weeks from now. So I think that Ministry of Finance, the Central Bank, and Ministry of Commerce, it is time to step in. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Chris. Thank you very much. Today we got luxury of time. We are only two. You are an executive, not just an executive, but a proud son of Nima, and you are part of the Nima County Association of North Dakota chapter. Today you had an interview. I don't know. Tell us a little bit about how the chapter is. Let's leave the issue of Liberia somewhere. Let's go to your outside. How y'all doing the thing there, my man?
The Nima community in the state of North Dakota is doing extremely well. And I hope that maybe one of these days we can have the leadership here, the president and the vice president. But I can assure you that we are doing extremely well. We have a program for more coming up. And I can assure you that I'm sorry for that. I can assure you that we are doing extremely well. As I speak to you right now, we are at the vice president house. We're doing all we can do. Honorable Musa Hassan Bede will be our keynote speaker tomorrow. With other great sons from Nima who have been invited to serve tomorrow. But it's a great occasion. We have a lot of people who are promised to take out tomorrow. And UNICO North Dakota is one of the vibrant organization now, or chapter within UNICO National. And the President Rick, Yanfeng going, the Vice President Duffel, so and the rest of the teams. That soon all we team on board where we are doing extremely well. And I can tell you for free that now in UNICO National, you cannot take UNICO North Dakota out. If you want to succeed within UNICO National now, you have to have connection to UNICO North Dakota because the leadership here and the citizens are doing extremely well. So tomorrow program I show you that not less than 300 to 400 Nimadian in the state of North Dakota come out tomorrow. Yeah.
I'm told that the program tomorrow, there will be an entry fees attached to that program. And it's not just about the inauguration program, it's also the Queen coronation program too as well. So there are two programs combined in one. Now, with the financial aspect, what are you guys thinking of doing with the money that will be raised tomorrow?
When we took over, along with the president, we took over the chapter 2 years ago. We realized a few things. And one of the things we realized have to do with hall. We don't have hall where we have program that we will use or rent hall for the white people or for other national. So when we took over in the wisdom of the President Rick Yanfeng going in the leadership, the thought was that we should have our hall. So our target over the past 2 years have been to get a hall. So tomorrow, after the program tomorrow, the proceeds from there will also be added to what we have in the cover towards the whole project. And not just that, the president also thinking what we can do back home. The student community is there, HBC is there, all the rehab center in Ganta. So there are a lot of things on the plan that the president, maybe after the program today or tomorrow, the president will sit with it, like the Nima community, the leadership, to see what we can do. But the major one on the plan right now is the whole issue we are thinking about getting home. Yeah.
So, what is the message that you guys will be carrying out there tomorrow? Nimbadians will be gathering. What is the theme of this inaugural program?
The major one is we're looking at unity. I know the keynote speaker how stuff to do, but overall how to do it with oneness, Nima oneness or unity. It will combine, it will embed everything. So we're looking at unity above all. You remember that without unity, we cannot succeed. Nima country having almost 5 different tribes. The only thing that makes us stronger is the unity we keep together. So when we left from back home, we came to the Western world, we want to still keep that unity. And that's why every program or every activities we do, we always focus on unity. So that will be one of the great things we're looking at.
Now, unity is key among the Marians everywhere. Let's leave the program a little bit. Take us in the kitchen. Like you said, you already to the president house. Take us in the kitchen. What happening there tomorrow? Are you guys going straight to Nima County? You are muted, Chris.
Are you getting me now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, as I said, if you follow the trend of Nima community in the United States, people all want to come out because our mothers and sisters from Nima always prepare the Nima tablet. So 40 to 45% of the food tomorrow, or 50% will be GB for Nimba. And I can show you all through the program will be African food, especially Liberia. So we now prepare Western food, we don't prepare any food for the Western world, but we're going straight to Nima. For Nima, we will go to Lofa, Hasuma, Tobogi, we'll go to Bonka to Hasuma one, but 40 to 50% of our food tomorrow will be GB for Nima County.
Who are the major people that will be inducted into office tomorrow, and the queens too that will be coronated tomorrow too as well?
The first person will be the president, Yang Feng, who is there for the second term. He will be inducted in the office tomorrow. You will have a Dr. Zor, who is from Yami Misno, but his grandmother from Kwetuo. He will also be inducted into office tomorrow. And your Homo sapiens himself, Chris City, I'll be inducted into office to my Secretary General. And you have Prince William, who here from Tapeta too. You'll be inducted to our another secretary. And you have Faith Siawe, who also be inducted in office tomorrow at Treasure. So these are great people who have been serving the community over the years, and they will be inducted to because the people at Nima given the second term to serve the community because of the track record what they have done in the past 2 years. So those are great people that tomorrow they will be inducted into office to spearhead the organization in the next 2 years. So I hope that you could be here too, Gio, so you can see how great and how prepared the people are for the weekend tomorrow. Speak to you right now. There are a lot of calls coming in. People are going to the meet and greet area. They are waiting on Musa Hassan building and his interrider. They are also here. We have a team from Minnesota, and we have a coach, Sangaro Quigge, one of the great men of Nima Daughter, will also be here along with Victor Sandoro. So there are a lot of dignity, a lot of great sons and daughters from Nima. We are trying from Iowa, I'm trying from Minnesota, and I heard that one person also from Indiana who's going to be here for the program. So there are a lot of them coming out for the occasion tomorrow. I can show you that we will not North Dakota down because Nima meeting is not joking.
Why you exposing my CEO or Safa? The man is already there with you. I don't say people.
Man, hold up. The commercial you gave me, I hope you paying for you.
No, that crazy minute. No.
I want to pay for. You can see your unique thing.
All right, see you.
Chris, finally on this issue. What time will the program begin tomorrow? Both Liberia time and the USA time.
For tonight program, the media agree will be starting by 7 here, and it will be like around 11 p.m. in Liberia. And for tomorrow program, we will start going to the hub at 6 p.m. I think the 6 p.m. 7 p.m. will be at 12 in Liberia, and at the 6 p.m. will be around 11 p.m. in Liberia. Tomorrow will be 6 p.m. We'll be going there up to 2 a.m. in the morning. But for tonight, we will only go there from 7 up to 12. Then we'll go home for the being agreed. Me, the main program will be tomorrow from 6 to 2 a.m. in the morning. So you know that in the still enough because we don't have program up to 3 in the morning or 4 because it's still restriction. But after that, we'll have after party to the president house where we all will go there. We'll sleep up in the morning time. So we try hard to bring some traditional Nima people who will perform tradition tomorrow, but again, the time wasn't given to them. But we hope that next year we'll bring more of them to America so they can perform our ceremony. Yeah.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you very much. The CEO just joining, TK just joining, Lorena is in the back when we have Azoxter, our topic, our discussion for tonight. They are joining. I don't know what to say anymore, but let me turn over to DK. Don't say don't dance that your God.
Are the latecomers then? The latecomers then will discipline now.
Yeah, we supposed to discuss the district league team. I'm trying to name
You know what? I got some information. I got a little information.
I was here. I mean, I was here before you, but you and myself today I was on campus, so something was running behind me. I had to take care of it. All I went in the park.
So I got small information. But in the show,
No.
but it's showing 0. So it's not an M because the man in the show.
No, it's still I can see it. Still on.
The show is on.
All right, but anyway, I think maybe since Lorena can speak to that. The district league was supposed to start tomorrow, but I believe the VP and the SUP and the Minister of what do you call it? Information, right? Mika. Yeah, they will be in Sunny College tomorrow. They're having some town hall there, so I believe they had to change the time for the league starting. So we don't have more details. I've been trying to get to those guys to get some information, but we want to do something special this year for District 5. We want because we're carrying the tournament this year, we're winning that district league. So we want to do some things to raise funds for our team. So all the booyah men in the corner and DK then, Elusha then, Prince Woya then, Alex then will get
My man, the district just got lawmaker that was spending a whole lot of money in the play. That man sponsor a district this time.
We're talking about politics here, man. We're talking about booyah
Oh,
citizens.
but Booyah just got new lawmaker, man. That man is a confidant of the vice president. So why you want for that man you will not get?
Yeah, so but
You know,
in that same vein, we booyah people will be raising funds for our team this year. So once we get, I think tomorrow we should have enough information on our team and when it's starting. But DK, I'll let you go ahead, man, because I think the men are closing now. We'll let Lorena talk, and then you can talk about our guests tomorrow.
so yeah, Lorena for
Let Lorena finish. I beg you, DK.
why you can be prioritizing it? You're prioritizing the woman when she can't go after our guests and all I want you can tell her in your face.
I think I'm never giving
The way she stuck one place, eh?
Yeah, DK go ahead.
So we will be having Lance Bagonya tomorrow. Lance Bagonya is a former minister. Information, he's a son of Zoger district and electoral district number 7. I think Lance has contested twice now in Nima. Lance will be joining us tomorrow. So just talk basically about Nima and on Sunday we are having who? Okay, Sunday is Regina Mann, the CDC chairman. of NIMA, former Unity Party youth chair for NIMA. Regina Mann will be joining us on Sunday. On Monday again, we said will be Victor Quissa. Tuesday will be Bob Cato. So yes, there where we are. Anything other than that mobilize well for Booyah, man. We get all the more that mobilize and beat the top people.
Now I crazy he going for a presidency for the man say he will take you from that position, DK. But
We
say
position
Lorena,
that.
I'm telling you right now, the man is plenty.
You know, Chris, my in-law now, he can't go against me.
All right. Don't get prepared for Chris. Now, Lorena, let's hear you. We were on the verge of closing, and you are already here. So let me just give you a little update about what we discussed. Cybercrime, one of the major issues across the world, is a global crime. But Liberia, we do not have any other mechanism in place for cybercrime offenders. Therefore, we had one Jay Madison here tonight speaking to us on cybercrime, why it is important for us to enact cybercrime in Liberia. He spoke lengthily about that. And of course, the University of Liberia, through its Board of Trustees, this evening put out a statement that all student political activities on the two campuses, both the main campus and the Fender campus, they will put halt to them. They will suspend them in the meantime while professors and lecturers go back to classes and renovation begins. So those were the two major issues we discussed here tonight on the show. Why say you are already here, man.
Good evening to all of you. Good evening, Gian. Good evening to our followers, to our listeners, and in Radio Land. I'm sorry for being late. I was very quick to get up. I even have to request the link to be sent over, and I was very struggling. But I think it is Kerewo Gonglo who is playing some. The Yahweh mess nothing on me, so I can't come on the show again. But in the name of guitar, jump away. Okay, so basically I didn't follow the show, so I will not be able to say anything in regards to what was discussed. But I can just say cybercrime. I can just say that for this generally that it's a good discussion to be holding, and I'm told there's a law that was passed or there's a policy, but the problem with our country, we can have all the beautiful policy, but then the implementation becomes challenging. So we got about 3 schools that are teaching cybersecurity, but I will also trying to, the House of Legislature to have a law that will also govern that. Those will be discussion that we should be having. And then when it comes to, I want to talk about the league, District 7 and District 8, dearest to my heart. So we're going to be carrying the trophy this year, District 7. I think you are aware, it's no secret that we have the richest lawmaker in Liberia who has we have the richest lawmaker in Liberia, so we're not going to be struggling like other people will be doing.
You want to discuss the main access? Main access you were going to?
Just saying that we stand a very good position because of the kind of lawmaker we are having. So though will there be chipping in those small, just for cold water, but our boss man will do the bigger thing. Yeah, so that's what I'll be saying. And then I'm wearing a t-shirt tonight. And it's my organization t-shirt for this project called Park of Our Dignity. It will be launched in
No, don't do your business advertisement yet. Don't do business advertisement yet without paying.
It's not business.
But organization advertisement, I think business, the advertisement is doing.
Whatever. So yeah, look up to see tomorrow. Who's a guest tomorrow? I hope to be on tomorrow. And I will be joining from Nima County tomorrow.
Len Bagoyan was a deputy minister. They resigned their job. They resigned their job to come support a rescue mission. The rescue mission not care for them. They left their job. The thing that all of them were deputy minister, left their job to come support Jekun. Jekun put them aside. I only you know Jekun can be there. You're a brother dog. You're a dog couple. You and dog couple are Jekun darling people. Jekun wake up, he call you and call dog. The first group of people Jekun call every day. Are you going to drag Jekun?
But Lance is working with Arsenal Mentor, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I said, deputy minister, they say,
before forget, today is our boy Mafasin Davis' birthday.
Oh yeah, sorry, somebody. I saw it one chat room.
We want to send a shout out to him. Happy birthday to Mafasin. Even though he's not here today, I know he's celebrating with his family. We wish him many, many, many more years to come. And again, happy birthday. When he comes on the show tomorrow, we'll sing a song for him.
Yeah.
Is he avoiding the show because you're having birthday celebration? All people are all celebrating birthday. People all kind of thing they men on. But Lorena, in general, my regard to dog couple.
You know what?
Have you seen dog couple recently?
If I seen recently,
Yeah.
yeah, I saw you Wednesday.
Can you be here as guest?
No,
Then tell her what happened between here and you.
you can go tell you. I wouldn't encourage such a discussion on here. We are still streaming, so
Why?
DJ,
Why? I know we say
Man,
but
the
the dog about you was not secret, so what dog? Then can explain about LU.
but what about it that you want him to come to say to the show?
The man said they didn't give you due process. Why can explain it? Why was the due process?
When did he tell you that?
Oh, why you want to keep dog in the back? That dogs are still in our country. Why you going to invite the man to come here?
Yeah, but reach out to him like you reach out to other people.
Send me a number. Also, you can go bring a medical data there for that medical place. You can bring dog over to her. Send me a number.
Go in Nima, another for progress chat when you find a number there.
Stop hiding the man number for her. That right? Think what we say live. People will watch the thing I saying. Lorena, please give me dog number.
So they might get a man about you on live.
You know, she can attach it to me. See, David dog couple. Like my people are there.
All right, man.
Anyways, it has been a wonderful show tonight. Hopefully
But
tomorrow.
why I feel like why you talk about dog? You know, I just want to end the show.
Man. You got
Why you want to end the show?
Where is
Lorena?